think about it. 2 years ago, they was trying to say the same thing about LeBron.
Yeah.
He's washed up. He missed the playoffs. Blase skip over the hill. And then he went out there and won another ring, and they can't stop sucking him. So it's like, pause.
The Warriors are having a hell of a time starting the season. They're 2-3. They're 12th in the West. They lost to the Nets by 26. They lost to the Bucks by 39, and the Blazers by 25.
Well, they got one win right now?
2 wins.
2 wins. One of them was a game winner by somebody, the old Curry's brother.
Yeah. Hold up, wait a minute. I done lost my mind while I was in it. Yeah, I'm still alive for you to see it. Made a message out my mess, you can't forget it. Oh man, said I'm a preacher man. Mama told me.
A lot of people are placing the backlash on Steph. Thoughts?
What is he supposed to do, y'all?
Can I quote him real quick?
Second best player on that team is Kelly Oubre. What is he supposed to be doing right now?
So he says, I think it's laughable that people want to invalidate my career after 5 mediocre games. Every one of my rings came against a man they consider the greatest ever. If I'm overrated, what does that make him?
Did he really say that?
I
think I've seen somewhere that he might not have actually
I don't care. Even the shot at LeBron, he doesn't need to do that. You don't need to validate your career, bro. You don't need to validate your career at all. You got two unanimous MVPs, bro. You're
back to back.
Back to back.
You changed the game.
Yeah, you don't need to validate your career at all to anybody. And anybody willing to try and diminish Steph's accolades or his standing as a player,
bro, just
based on 5 regular season games. Come on,
half of my team is not there. Nigga, like you said, Kelly Oubre is the second best player. Kelly Oubre, fam.
It just goes to show you how like,
Nice,
what do you do for me lately? These sports writers are, man. Like, think about it. 2 years ago, they was trying to say the same thing about LeBron.
Yeah.
He's washed up. He missed the playoffs. Blase skip over the hill. And then he went out there and won another ring, and they can't stop sucking him. So it's like, pause.
You know what's crazy is it is the start of the season still, and so anything can change. Like the Lakers were like 7th or 9th in the West for after 3 games or something like that.
Yeah, like
it doesn't matter.
We're 4th now.
Yeah,
we're 4th now. You're gonna say that the Lakers are underachieving? Like, it's just so reactionary, and it's so, what have you done for me lately? And
it's corny as hell.
It's like putting up a couple of 30-point games. I think maybe a couple 20-point
and then
games.
these exact same people. I know it's the cliche thing to say, but it will literally be the same contributors that you see now trying to make or get their jollies, make their career off of shitting on Steph, that will turn around and ride his coattails to more advancement when he's doing well. I've literally watched it happen with the Lakers. For 8 years with the Lakers, guys like Amin Hassan, George Sedano, Brian Windhorst to a certain degree. A lot of these guys were getting on TV. They were getting spots on ESPN in The Jump and Jalen and Jacoby and whoever else would have them around the horn, whoever else would have them on to shit on the Lakers. And that's how they got popular, by putting out Laker hot takes. Lakers are overrated as a franchise. Lakers will never come back. The LA belongs to the fucking Clippers. Where are all those people at?
Yeah, that was.
Where the motherfuckers at? Where are you people that told me for basically a decade that the Clippers owned LA? And I'm not just talking about the last 2 years with Leonard and Paul George. No. I'm talking about Lob City. When that shit first started, LA all of a sudden belonged to the fucking Clippers. Hadn't won a goddamn thing. But it belonged to the Clippers. And now those same people are on LeBron and AD's jockstrap 24/7 on that 24-hour sports network.
That's a fact.
So, like, I don't want to hear this about Steph. I don't want to hear anything that y'all have to say about shit. Honestly.
Yeah.
Bro, he just has swag with doing it, too. Just having fun, bro. Like, a lot of these NBA players, like, they try so hard and stuff, and they lean in so much. Oh, man.
We can't talk about the Clippers losing by 50, though. We can definitely talk about that.
I mean,
yikes.
Paul George.
Yikes.
I'm looking at Paul George directly for that one.
71-27.
You blame
Jesus
Doc
Christ.
Rivers as the person who caused all of that last year. Despite the fact that his team is number 1 in the East right now, only lost 1 fucking game, thriving.
You have that interview.
It was him, and you just lost by 50.
Let's break this down though. You have that interview talking about my nigga Doc. You start the season and you are stinking up the fucking place with a new coach, braids, and some missing teammates. You really sat there and said that shit with a straight face.
Serge Ibaka knocked Kawhi the fuck out.
Almost ended this man's career. Heavy ass elbow.
What a chance for you to be the number one guy when Kawhi is out and you lose by 50.
Because we live in them niggas' heads rent free, bro.
That's
the
a fact.
only thing that they care about is beating the Lakers. That's the only time they can play. It's like a nigga who can't perform. They just coming out, limp noodle versus everybody else. Like they can only play when they playing us. We live rent free in them niggas' heads.
I believe that.
And that's all it is, man.
Thanks for watching another Back of the Bus Squad episode. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
Want to check out another episode related to this? Go ahead and click that video to the left.
And if you want to catch up on some of our other episodes, make sure you click the playlist below.